For quite some time now, I've been racking my brain trying to figure out why Republicans, whether it's voters, lawmakers, whoever it is, why Republicans continue to flock to Donald Trump, who is, by very definition, a loser. He's been a loser in business. He's been a loser in politics. Lost the 2020 election, lost Republicans the House, lost them the Senate. Most of the candidates he endorsed in special elections during his time in office, they lost. The guy's a loser. He never won the popular vote, not once. He is poison. He never had an approval rating that cracked 50% in this country. So why keep going back to him? It's confused me, right? I've talked about the fact that, obviously it can't be because he's a good-looking guy. And as a not good-looking guy, I can say that. It's not because of his wealth, because there's plenty of people wealthier. It's not because of his political prowess, because there's been far more popular politicians than this guy. So why? And then it hit me. I know why now. I get it. It's because Donald Trump is everything that these ridiculous Republican voters and Republican politicians wish they could be. The bully. The person who speaks their mind without any fear of what others say. Because that is the one thing that Donald Trump actually does, I guess you would call it well. Still makes him a jackass, but he does it well, is he doesn't take crap from anybody. And that's what these Republicans love. They love the fact that he can say the things that they want to say, but they're too cowardly to say it. So this love affair, this affection with Donald Trump, it doesn't have to do with his money, his physical appearance, or his political savvy. All it has to do with is that personality, that one trait of his, to say whatever's on his mind, consequences be damned. That is what Republicans want. They hate having to hide in the shadows. We have seen plenty of Republicans over the last 4 or 5 years mention that Donald Trump is saying the quiet part out loud. He's saying what Republicans say behind closed doors in the public. And they wish they could do that. They wish they could be like that. But they can't. So it's not so much admiration for Donald Trump as it is envy. They envy the fact that he doesn't have to worry about things. He doesn't have to worry about being elected again if he doesn't want to. He doesn't have to worry about facing angry constituents back home by saying these horrible things. He doesn't have to worry about anything because he has what he needs. That's what Republicans want. Not just the lawmakers, but everybody out there across this country that admires this man. They wish they could be that. They wish they could stand up for themselves the way that Donald Trump does, because again, deep down, most of these people are cowards. They're afraid of the fight. And to his credit, Donald Trump never has been. So, that's what it is. Donald Trump is a horrible human being and an absolute scumbag. But he possesses that one trait that these cowardly Republicans across the country so desperately wish they had. And that is why they continue to put this man on a pedestal.